Happy warring! High Council of the All-War Alliance. Prologue. AD 701. Human Timeline. 103rd All-War. Month 5. Terra. 25 combatants stood between Knox of Iviland and victory. He waited on a mountain plateau, a dagger clutched in each hand. Shadows bathed him, frigid wind battering his bare chest. One of his myriad trainers once told him he was as cold and treacherous as the icy world now surrounding him. The trainer wasn't wrong. Over the centuries, other Iviland soldiers had called Knox sadistic, barbaric, and pitiless. They weren't wrong either. Or alive. They had died painfully, by his hand, as practice. Live a violent life, suffer a violent end. Sow seeds of suffering, reap a harvest of the same. One day, Knox would meet the same end as his victims. Could not avoid his dreaded fate. He might meet his end tonight. Assembly night. In 11 minutes 43 seconds, green and purple lights would set the night sky ablaze, and the next assembly of combatants would begin. A time mockingly dubbed check-in. You check in and help others check out. Acid coated the inside of his chest, scalding him, but not by word or deed did he reveal his discomfort. With combatants, perception was vital. Reveal a weakness, become the day's target. An assembly lasted an hour, occurred once a month, and helped hurry the war along. Attendance was mandatory, forcing every participant in the Terran All-War to visit this icy tundra. Even the cowards and hiders. Stroll in 1 second late, and you would be disqualified. A fate worse than death. You were hunted by an enforcer who had the means to track you and disable any special abilities, your own and those of your weapon. All because of a mystical tattoo. Before the war, every combatant was permanently marked. The ink permitted the enforcer to link with you anywhere, anytime. Supposedly, this allowed the High Council to facilitate a fair war. Knox had his doubts, and suspected the ink did so much more. Considering he bore the mark on his left shoulder, a tree inside a circle, there was nothing he could do about it. He was as vulnerable as everyone else. Removing the tattoo wouldn't help. The ink got in your blood. Running from the enforcer wouldn't help either. When he caught you, and he always caught you, he would chop off your limbs and nail what remained of your body to a wall of ice that was within sight of the assembly, while you were still alive. You were to serve as a cautionary tale. If your limbs regenerated, the enforcer removed them again, however many times were necessary. You were executed only after a winner was declared. Sometimes combatants set traps before an assembly to encourage others' tardiness, without actually breaking the rules. The very reason Knox had yet to move from this spot high on a cliff, hidden by boulders and trees. Last month, Zion of Tavari managed to trap him in an ice pit. By some miracle, Knox had climbed out and crossed the threshold with 8 seconds to spare. Most of his opponents congregated in a clearing below him, imprisoned by walls of energy. However, the warriors themselves remained visible. They were loaded down with weapons and trash-talking. "Hope you enjoyed your last day on Terra. Your severed head will look amazing on my mantle. Note to self, get a mantle. I need a new workout song. Your screams should do the trick." The Terran All-War